marry based on love. Don't marry for love. Marry for destiny. Because listen, you can love something, but that thing might not eventually bring you the desired satisfaction at the end of the day. For instance, you might love, watching the TV. You just love watching programs on the TV, but you know that every time you spend watching the TV, because you love watching TV, you just love being in front of the TV, just watching different programs all day. The more you keep doing that, what does it do? It begins to affect your destiny. The time you spend on that thing that you love, you deny the things that are important of your time. So now you love something, but you are not going to, because you love this thing, now sacrifice your destiny for it. So now what is more important? Your destiny or your feelings? What is important to you? That is the first question I always ask anyone who comes to say to me, listen, I love this woman, I love this man, she's a great person, or I love this woman, she's a great person, we flow, we are compatible, this person doesn't stress me, and I ask them, what is your purpose, where you're heading to? Do you see this person with you in that destiny? Where you are going to, do you see this person as somebody that will not be, someone that will probably slow you down in the future for one reason or the other? Are you thinking of destiny, or are you thinking of now? Don't let your decisions just be based on love. And that's why I'm saying, is love enough? No, love is never enough to say, yes, I do. Before you say, yes, I do to anyone, there are so many factors to be considered. Love is just what initiates that desire to want to be with someone. And when that desire is initiated within you, then you start to look at these other areas. How does this person fit into my ultimate purpose in life? How does this person fit in my destiny? How is this person going to influence me negatively or positively? For instance, you cannot be a born-again Christian sister, you love God and everything, and then you go and marry somebody who doesn't even love God. He doesn't like to go to church. He doesn't even want to go to church. He doesn't believe in going to church. How do you think that marrying that person would help your spiritual life? So the first thing I would like to talk about today is this. I'm talking about your spiritual life. What are your spiritual values? Do you share the same spiritual values with this person? It's okay to love this person, but do you share the same spiritual values with this person? Do you people have the same spiritual principles? Because if you do not have this, you don't have the same spiritual values, when you both start to have issues in the relationship, what are you people going to base your decisions on? As a Christian couple, whatever it is that is outside the Bible, you don't even go into it. If God is saying, husbands, love your wives, wives, submit to your husbands. If you are a Christian couple and you believe strongly in these values, listen, that the Bible is going to become your guiding light. Like it's just going to be your map for a successful marriage. But if you do not believe, if your partner does not believe in the Bible, does not believe, or probably is an atheist, but this person loves you, how is that going to help you? One person is definitely going to influence the other person. And the truth is, it's easier to pull people down than to build them up. See, if you look at a building today and you want to bring down a story building, it takes a couple of minutes to bring down a story building. It takes just a couple of minutes. In less than an hour. What am I even saying? Is it up to an hour? In less than 30 minutes, a crane can, like a mighty crane or caterpillar, whatever it is, can bring down let's say a 10-story building, it can bring it down in minutes. But do you know how long it takes to build a single structure? It doesn't, you cannot build any house in 1 hour. You cannot build any house in 1 day. It's not possible. At least minimum, if you are so loaded with cash, you can build in like 6 months of, working every blessed day. And that goes to prove that it is easy to tear down. It is not easy to build. So when you join yourself with someone who does not share the same spiritual principles as you do, or the same spiritual values as you do, that person is going to influence you more than you would influence that person. It's different if that person, loves God, but is just not too spiritual, and probably you're the churchy type, but this person, I love God, I probably don't just, pray, the way, like, pray all the time. I don't, I don't believe in reading my Bible, like, every day, but I believe in God. I believe in going to church. I believe in faith. I believe in prayers, but I'm just not a churchy person. There are people like that. Then those people, yeah, it's easy for you to bring them back to the faith. It's easy for you to influence them. But when you go outside of your faith, you go outside totally to somebody who doesn't share the same spiritual values as you do, it is going to be difficult for you to influence that person, to bring that person into your own faith. Most of the time, they end up taking you out. Because, see, the more you keep struggling to bring them in, you influence them to bring them in, especially if you're a woman, it's not that easy to influence a man to your faith. Especially when he doesn't even believe in it at all. It will take you so much work and a lot of dedication, a lot of patience, coupled with, the challenges that marriage itself will bring into your life. So you're dealing with that, and you're dealing with bringing him to the faith. Oftentimes, it can add so much stress to you as a woman, and before you know it, you start to nag, you start to do all manner of things that will even push him further away, because he's gonna be like, why would I want to serve your God if all you do is nag about him all the time? But listen, that was not like your initial intention. That wasn't what you wanted to do. That wasn't the way you wanted it to turn out. You wanted to influence him positively. But because, in trying to do that, in trying to get him to love God and all of that, it starts to take a toll on you, and he starts to see it as nagging. And then he doesn't even want to believe in your God anymore. And then before you know it, you probably get weak, and you slow down on your faith. So listen, it's okay to love someone. And you all know that whatever it is that I share on my videos, I'm not saying take it. It's just my personal opinion from my experiences, from other people's experiences, and from the Bible. The Bible says that can two walk together except they agree? It's not possible that two people will work together without agreeing. Do you agree on the same spiritual values? Do you share the same spiritual values? Listen, if you marry someone who you do not share the same spiritual values with, you're going to struggle a lot in that marriage.